Hello, hello. Welcome to another stream. I guess I'm by myself tonight. Cool. Um, hey everyone. So tonight we're going to be looking at some USB-C ports on a Dell XPS 15 9520. And I'll explain what happened to them. I'm just going to say hi to folks in the chat first. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. I gotta scroll up to the top. We have Gareth Beagle. We have Jack68K. JC, Mac84. Sorry for the bad memories, Steve. All Things DG. Francois. Ryan of Everything is Broken Garage, who is finally on Blue Sky. Yay, you made it. Um, we have, oh God, I hate saying it. We have CDI. Um, it's just my phone likes to, yeah. Anyway, Gut Bomb. Carthor, hey. Jack 68K. Stinkerton 18. Stinkerton. I'm not doing a video card. I'm not Amber. Hey Bruce. Um I also bought, because Gut Bomb says you need to have Oreos when you're soldering, so I bought Oreos. So what happened to the USB ports? Because I was asked this in the chat. Well, the USB-C ports to be precise. So I've opened up the laptop already. Getting ready to take out the board, which, oh my, there's a lot of steps. But as you can see here, these are the USB-C ports. Apparently, this one here, if you can see, so I'm trying to get a better lighting on this. No, that's horrible. Anyway, the one closest to the back is for power, and the one closest to the front on the other side is for power slash charging stuff. What's happened with this is apparently this was dropped while plugged in, and it's not a MagSafe connector. And ever since that, this one hasn't worked. And so the one closest to the back hasn't worked, and this one's been flaky. But it seems only after the board gets hot, or after the laptop's been on for a bit. So, yeah. So I thought maybe if I kind of reflowed them, it might be like the video card that I reflowed that had the kind of the wonky issue. That Yeah, it was a weird connector. I'm hoping reflowing it. I did take off. There was a cover over the USB-C ports. I did look at it. There's nothing maybe. Doesn't look like there's anything soldering wise on the top, but we're gonna look at it under a microscope. But I gotta get the board out. And let me share my screen. Because I'm gonna show you. I looked up a video, and the video was like, oh, there's a service manual. And I'm like, sweet. Let's go find the service manual. So this is the service manual, and this is removing the system board, which I don't know why they don't call it a motherboard. And here's the steps. So I've removed the base cover. I don't know. Oh, follow the procedures. Okay. So I love that it's not number one. But anyway, number two is remove the base cover. Did that. I didn't remove the battery. I just took and I might have to. I don't know yet. I just took the battery off the board. I might have to take the battery out. Okay, I'm gonna remove the battery. I have removed the memory. The memory I'll show you once I stop sharing. Has this stupid cover. And I also removed the one SSD that's there, and I haven't done anything past that. And there's an IO board. And anyway, there's all kinds of steps. So, yay. The one thing I did like about the LG Gram, it was easier to remove. the board. All right, so we're gonna stop sharing. So the memory, interesting enough, had these covers over them, and this sits in the slot. The memory goes on top of it, and then this covers the memory. That's going to be interesting to try to get back in there with the memory. So let's plug in a webcam. Unplug my mouse. My trackpad doesn't like to click, but I can tap, thankfully. I don't need a right click. So I'm going to plug in the mouse and my doodle, or plug in the webcam. I'm going to bring the webcam over. Woo. And we'll turn this around. And we'll put it there. And I don't know what this looks like yet because I haven't approved it to go on yet. Things are more. Yeah, that's what I figured components that they're spill protection and probably like anti-static stuff. That's a privacy shield so hackers can't read your memory. Oh, okay, good. Okay, that's what it is. And here I just been wearing a tinfoil hat, Jack. I thought that would do the trick. All right, so let's change the camera on my doodle to my bench. It's plugged in. Okay, we're gonna allow it. Ta-da! So we're gonna kind of try to move this back or move it up. Okay, so batteries here. I do have to remove it because I see there is a connector to the motherboard right here and it's under the battery. So let's remove this. I got all my soldering gear out as well. All over here. Ta-da-da-da. So we're gonna try that. Let me close this out so I can see the chat. And 13-inch XP real. Two motherboard replacements, an SSD battery queue. So we're gonna try taking out. But yeah, if you look, let me zoom in the manual way. There might be, no, that's just, I guess that's just writing. Yeah, there's nothing. I don't see. Oh, and I also found out I got 2 pairs of these tweezers with the pointed end. Didn't realize. But there's writing. I guess that's just writing. There. My one fear though is it's not the USB ports, but it might be a cracked board, like a very minute crack on the board, and yeah. I'm not big bad biologist. I can't jank that up. So yeah. If the Lord one laptops will prove they would all be. All right, so let's take out the battery. Put the battery screws in there. It's a long battery, isn't it? What is it? 86 watt? 86? 86 watt battery. That's a interesting, weird number. Had I known I had to remove this, I would have done this pre-stream. Sorry, folks. All right, there should be one more screw. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, there's screws there too. Okay. So the black ones go on the top, and the silver ones go on the bottom. All right, I'm you guys are not looking. There we go. I'm gonna turn on this light so I can see what the heck I'm doing. I turned the light behind me. I had turned it off because when it's facing, when I have the front facing camera, you just get a bunch of glowing stuff on the camera, which doesn't look good. Labels, yeah, yeah. That's what I saw as well. So, okay, we're gonna take the battery out. Maybe. Hey. Oh, poopity poop. Speaker cable. Is that taped? Oh, she's dusty underneath. Is that just taped on? Eh. Cable to my camera's getting in the way. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take it out to see the bottom about reflowing it and see what we can do. And we're just taped on. Okay. Oh, this is annoying. There we go. Everything is friggin' taped today. Old tech grumbles at new technology. All right. So let's go here. Let's remove the speakers. Let's do step 3. Again, I've already moved the memory, so we don't have to do that. Okay, so there's a screw down here. Boom, boom, boom. Take that out. Boom. And is there any other screws? Doesn't show it. It says there's 2. I guess one on either end. What the heck? Couldn't I just simply take the connector out? All right, where did I put those? They're over on my desk. Bear with me one sec. Hold, please. All right, so it only has it circled, and it shows it going up. But couldn't I just simply, without having to remove the darn things? But anyway. Good old Dells. Okay. Okay. And there is, let me move it back a bit. Down in here, there is, sorry, I can't get it. I'll have to move it up. Don't know how well this is coming across, but there's a connector, my doodle, right in there. How do you, I love the symbols. I really don't. They don't make any sense. Okay. Oh, yeah, right. I don't know. Okay, steps. Peel the tape and disconnect the speaker cable from the system board. Okay, I've already removed the tape because it was connected to the. Oops. There we go. Okay, peel tape. Sorry. Yeah, remove 2 screws. Okay, let's remove the other screw, which you can't see, but it's here. Ta-da. So they're both the big fat screws. Like the big fat ends on them. I'm not shaming them. It's just the way they are. Okay, those go there. Okay, remove the 2 screws. Let's secure the speakers to the palm rest. Okay, no, the speaker. Yeah. Okay, lift the speakers along the cables off the palm rest. Remove the speaker cable from the routing guide. But okay. So this one doesn't look like it's connected to anything besides that screw. Okay, so that's that one. That's that one, but how do they have this connected? Slimy bunkers. Gonna move it. So there's the, I can't really see. There's the connector there. And it has like this really funky. I don't know if it's supposed to come up. Oh, that's why it's gonna. I mean, I could technically just disconnect. I don't know how to remove them, but anyway. Be nice if they said in the state the steps. Oh, I know. We're gonna clean the fans out as well. I thought I was the only one allowed to. Nope, nope. I'm gonna yell at the clouds with you, Stinkerton. I'm gonna share the screen. Because seriously, what the heck do they mean? The palm rest and keyboard assembly, yeah. Let's come over here. Well, I want to get people's opinions on this because totally stumped on what they do. Share screen. Share screen. Select. That. So as you can see up here, it has like this weird turn thing, and then it shows pulling it out. And I don't want to just go ripping it off. Oh, there's tape over it. Well, let's remove the tape, see if that makes more sense. Oops. Okay. Oh, it's just okay. Oh, I see. All right. And it becomes just one of those standard annoying connectors that never like to come out. There we go. Sweet. Cool. All right, speakers are done. Ta-da! Those are off. All right, cool. Didn't need to share after all. Let's stop sharing over here. Okay, so let's come back up here. We're gonna go back. Okay, let's see here what the next one is. We've already moved the memory. I've removed the solid state drive. They're suggesting 2, but there's only 1 in this computer. I'm gonna try the heat sink. Wow, it's a big, massive son of a gun, isn't it? Okay, blah, 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 blah. So let's go up a bit, shall we? Because this whole unit right here, this is the heatsink. Ta-da! They're saying there's screws. Of course there's screws. Okay, there's one there. Oh, they're captive. Sweet. And there's that one. There's also this one. I can't really see. Can you? Let me zoom up a bit more and down. There we go. And there's this one. I can't see past my hand, but there's one where my hand roughly is. Okay, there's that one. So that's the 3 of them. And then there's one more right there. Should I remove the fans first? Okay. Let's see. Here it comes. Ooh. Got a wee bit of dust. Oh, let's get my can of air out. Please hold, Dana. I'm going to come get you. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
I can barely hear you.
It'll fix itself after a little bit.
Oh, you're better now, yeah. Wow. This is
Yeah. So how goes the reflow?
I'm on like step 3 of 50 to get the board out. So
Oh,
forget.
okay.
Yeah. I found them. I looked up how to remove the bottom cover today because I was like, couldn't seem to get it to budge. And I'm like, am I missing screws or something? And then I found a tear apart video, and the guy's like, there's a manual for this. And I'm like, that is amazing. So I just removed the heat sink.
All right.
I'm trying to see if I have anything else I need to do. Because I'm following I got the manual on the big screen tonight, so I can see. Okay, I've already removed that. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Lift off the heatsink out the system board. I did. Okay. So I'm going to share the screen again. I showed people at the beginning, but I'll show you all the step-o-madoodles that is required to get this board out. The one thing I did like about the LG, it was a 10-minute operation. As much as I couldn't get the USB-C ports fixed. That was okay, allow. So here's the manual for it. This is just removing the system board. So far I've done, obviously, the base cover. I had disconnected the battery, but then I found there's a little motherboard cable that was kind of sitting mostly under the battery. So I removed the battery. I did the speakers. The memory was pre-stream. The drive was pre-stream. Yeah. And of it, yeah. So there's only one drive, so I removed that. I just removed the heatsink. And now they want me to do the left fan. Click on that. I'm going to leave these up. Okay, remove the right fan. Now, okay, right fan. Okay, is left fan. When you're looking at the board, right fan is left fan.
Yep.
All right, where are my 3 screws? Actually, let's disconnect the power cable first, because that's always the most pain in the arse thing to do. You know why I like working on desktop computers? You don't have to put them all back together to see if they work.
Yeah.
So what happened with this computer is, and I'll catch people up who are new to the stream. They dropped the laptop on this side of the, oh, you can't really see. This is the two USB-C ports that are acting up. It was dropped when it was plugged in. It's not MagSafe, so my fear is that when it heats up, they stop working. I don't think this one works at all, but this one works until it heats up. It could be they both do. I can't fully remember. Either way, they stop working when the computer heats up. So my fear is that it's a issue with the it could be an issue with the board itself. Might have a default in it. Could be cracked or something. Does that make sense?
The not working once it heats up does give me the same refloat and see if it behaves thing, because at least that happens a lot with older through-hole stuff.
Yeah, that was my thought. But then I also was thinking about it today, this evening, as I was opening it up, and I'm like, I wonder if there's a small board crack.
Yep.
Okay, so where are the other 3 screws? Oh, they're over here. On this thing. Okay. And I've yet to figure out what like all these arrows mean, because usually you just lift it straight up. But like it's got this twirly arrow. So anyway.
Yeah, it's like an Oreo. You're supposed to twist and lick.
Speaking of which, I bought Oreos for tonight's stream.
Neat.
Yeah. All right, so I take that off. Okay, they're all the same size. Huh. No screw there. See? Oh, wait, hold on. I'll follow the. Whoops, I just twisted it. Haha. Okay, what's the dealio with the other board, the other speaker, or the other fan? Yeah, I've done all that. I've done all that. I guess it's the same procedure on this side. Boom, boom, boom. No. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing for a sec. So actually, I can just make myself big. Let's come back over. Oh, well, let's stop sharing. Okay, cool. So this side, so that side had this little box thing that you had to remove, and then the thing came out. Oh, there's 2 screws. And a power connector. Let's do the power connector first. So the power connector is up here. Each of these can be so annoying to get out. Also, just as annoying to get back in. There we go. Cool. But it only shows the one side, which is hilarious. Oh, maybe it's because I broke it down. Hold on. Please hold. Yep. I broke it down instead of just going remove the fans. I did left and right fan. Okay. So there's 2 screws, disconnect, easy peasy. So how's your day going?
Honestly, not too bad. There's a major Microsoft 365 services outage today, so some of the stuff I was supposed to do today just didn't get done.
That's always fun.
Yeah. Put it in the cloud, they said. It'll be more reliable, they said.
Right. There we go. That speaker came out a lot more easier. Well, the other one did too, but that's what I read. Reading is fun.
Reading
All
is
right.
hard.
Yeah, I know. All right, now the last thing I got to do is the I/O board. What the heck is the I/O board? There are only 2 screws for the whole thing? Disconnect the I/O board. What the heck are they talking about? The 2, remove the 2. M2 times 4. What the heck are they talking about? Oh. It's that little sideboard.
Mm-hmm.
I see what they're talking about. It's this little, let me move the laptop my doodle. It's this little board right there. Yeah, it's that board. Cool. There's supposed to be 4 screws. Be handy if they showed where they were. Okay, so the first thing they're saying is disconnect the cable. Is it just sitting in there? All right. I'm going to share my screen again because I want to get your opinion on what I should do. Your guess is as good as mine right now.
I don't know. Throw it up by anyone.
Oh, this is a client, so I can't really do that.
That's quitter talk.
Yeah. So if you look at the step 1,
yeah,
it has this arrow going to the left.
yeah.
And I'm looking at the board. I'm like, so do the connectors just come up?
This is do the disconnect. It's probably wanting you to lift from the right side, like
Yeah,
you're trying to roll it.
why don't I just do the cable? There it is. Oh, it's just like a Mac connector. Haha. Okay, we got that done. And then there's a screw. You know, it'd be really nice, by the way, if you could like click on them to maybe make them bigger.
Yep.
No. All right, so there's, looks like this screw here. You all can't see what I'm doing. There we go. So there's this screw here. Oh, okay, that whole thing comes out. I think, will you, come on, yes, screwdriver. It's magnetic. Just wants to hold on to it. Okay, so that comes off. And then there's the screw up here. There's also this little ribbon cable, but they don't say anything about it, so. Okay, we're gonna put that there. We're gonna put that there. Yeah, their instructions kind of lack at times. There we go.
I'm not surprised.
So it's just the card reader? So that's all I'm removing? Sure. Okay, because look, oh, I'm going to stop sharing. Let me come back. And let me make myself big. It just looks like the card reader.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So that's all the gobbledygook that the preamble that they want you to do.
Honestly, XPSs aren't a terrible machine to work on.
No. All right, remove the I/O board. We've done that. All right, let's start doing what they suggest. So there's a fingerprint reader cable right here. That's easy enough to remove. Ta-da. Oops, my hand is stuck. Oh, shit. Oh, ah! I put tape. Oh, and I cut my finger opening this thing, by the way, did I? Don't ask me how, but I did. Yeah.
Well, that's just decidedly less fun.
All right, and then the antenna cables. Oh. Okay. I love how they're like, just remove the antenna cables, but you actually got to remove a little cover, which they don't mention. Dear Dell. Oh, this is going to be fun. All right, antenna cables. Come up. And it, like, what the heck? There's a piece of metal holding it in. Oh, it's not blissful. I also didn't mention that. Sorry, grumpy person yells at the clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 3, the keyboard cable. That's the cable that was under the battery. Oh, maybe it's this one. How do I remove that cable? Remove. Okay, number 3 is keyboard controller cable, but I don't seem to be having any luck flicking. Okay, so it's not there. Oh, it's one of these ones that pull out. Because they don't tell you. They just are like, remove it. But how? Because I don't want to just go ripping the keyboard cable off. Maybe it's this end. Ah. Jesus, this is. Sorry, I'm just reading the instructions. I wonder if one end also is just as wonky.
If you need instructions on the enclosed instructions, please try the enclosed instruction book.
Yeah. Literally just says keyboard. What to remove? The fingerprint reader, which was easy. I just flicked it up. The antenna cables wasn't too bad. And then it says keyboard controller, which is I can't see. Oh yeah. Which is you can't see what I'm trying to do. Is right here. This thing. But this gray part doesn't flip up. And the black part in the back doesn't flip up. And it doesn't seem to want to slide out. Like some of them will slide towards you. But it's not really telling me how to. It just says remove it.
Okay. Is it one of the ones where the black part slides out?
Well, that's what I was trying.
It'll slide to the metal thing there.
Yeah. That's what I tried as well.
And the lighter gray is not like a lift bar, where you can just
No.
get underneath. And,
No.
Well, that's a bunch of malarkey.
Yeah. Do another Google search. Google doesn't like to tell you, so it's a Dell XPS 15 9520 keyboard removal. See what I can find. Okay. Found a video. I'm trying to see the video. Okay, I don't need to hear you talking. Okay, you got a lot of work to do, bud. Sorry, I'm watching the YouTube video and the guy's only just got the bottom open. And he's not removing the battery. Let's give you a play-by-play. I'm gonna kind of skip ahead. Oh, shit. I skipped just a touch too much. Okay, I gotta hear him.
Sounds like it's just not your day.
Oh, okay, so he just flipped up. He literally just flipped that up. Up the black part of it, he just flipped up. There it goes. Oh, that was a bit sticky.
It's always easier
Oh.
when you know the secret, I guess.
Yeah. It didn't feel like it wanted to come up, so I was like, oh. And speaking of wanted to come up, Joe.
What?
Hey, you.
Yes, I picked my nose on purpose on camera because I'm weird.
Yeah,
How's things going?
okay. It's going.
Things is occurring.
Yeah, things are
Is
occurring.
condemning food and things.
Yeah. All right.
I have orders to do. All the orders that I didn't get out over the weekend. I still got to kick them. It's nuts. Hi, Dana.
Hey, Joe. Speaking of you and orders, I'm starting to think I'm going to need a blue SCSI sooner rather than later.
I got your hookup.
Perfect.
Oh, let's go. I need to go to this magical website. I have to go to the magical website.
All right. So now I got to remove this metal bar. I was just saying, remember the gram that I was trying to work on the USB-C ports for, Joe?
Mm-hmm.
I so much more prefer taking the motherboard of that. I didn't even need a manual. It was just like boom, 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 5 screws,
Done. Yeah.
a couple
This
connectors.
is like layers of insanity.
Oh, totally. All right. So then it says to remove those 2 screws.
Is less than one. What are you talking about? What?
Oh, by the way, Dana, how is the spinny SCSI
Validation
drive holding up?
Field title.
It
Hush you. What?
So it works fine. It has gotten marginally quieter. It's I know when I first picked it up, I said as long as it doesn't sound like a dirt bike. But you know that meme where there's the guy from American Dad and he's looking at the chart with the different colors and the needles there, and he's just sticking his face in it. That's how close it is to sounding like a dirt bike. So, I mean, it works. It makes cool hard drive clicky noises. Sometimes the bearing noise kind of drowns it out, but the fact that I can hear it, the next floor down if my office door is open, I probably want a blue scuzzy.
Okay, so where is that indicating? Okay, that's the connector. I don't see the screw. I'm missing a screw. And it should be, oh, because that's, okay. Because it's already told me to do that step. Oh. And I've already removed that. I've already removed that.
Bet you their name is the problem.
I did those two already.
Also, the CD drive I got from you works just fine. It
Sweet.
Yeah, that's
yeah, so there was a 90s gift card, or not gift card, greeting card maker software inside of there that successfully read when I plugged it in.
Oh my God.
What?
Will the board come out? It feels like there's still something holding it up here, but there's nothing in the manual that says it.
I have to change their name.
And I don't want to just go breaking this. So let me zoom out. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. So the board itself wants to lift up, but it doesn't want to come out of there. And I don't see what I'm missing.
You need to reduce the gravitational constant of your desk.
Oh, okay. I'm actually going to take this stupid thing off. There's any screws underneath it.
We go to previous step, and we do.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing underneath it. So what the hell's holding it?
Get rates. Let's try this. We're going to go to priority mail small flat rate box. This person is in South Korea, and for whatever reason, my data import process deleted their name because they entered it in Korean characters. And then, so the system is like, we can't ship to null name. So I had to take their name, put it into Google Translate, and translate it into English characters so that I had something to put in the field. And now it works fine. Like, okay.
I don't know what I'm missing. Oh, those things have got to. So there's these little two silver majiggers here that are supposed to come up or do something.
I don't know why it printed that many labels, but all right, sure. And with that, I'm now going to go back and take their name.
Oh, they're connectors of some kind.
Where is... And
getting
print it.
There we go. There we go.
Notepad print that? Yeah. Cool.
No, it's still not solved the problem.
In Word.
Okay, so I did that. And this is supposed to...
Bold. Large. Automatic control key. Sure. That's not what I wanted you to do. I want this text in black, please. Thank you.
This is so much fun.
Yay! No.
And by fun, I mean shoot me at this point.
For various, like, amounts, for various, like, definitions of fun.
Because I don't know. It looks like this should come up, but it doesn't want to, and it needs to. And I don't, there's no screws holding it. What the fuck did you guys do? And of course the board won't come up because of that. So there's these two connectors. Dana and Joe, you're here.
What?
I'm going to get both of your expert opinions on what I should do.
Lies. What?
Well, hold on, I got to get the cursor back over to my laptop. Please hold.
This label right there.
Okay, so it doesn't go. There it is. Because this is almost like the instructions are written by IKEA, but worse.
A whole bunch of like grumpy faced guys showing their broken table. Yeah.
So if you
Okay.
look at number two, that's a step. Okay, so
Yeah.
I removed the two connectors. Ba-dum.
Sure.
And then it's saying like do kind of a turn thing with the middle
in
thing.
between the two connectors, there's a little black thingy doodle that like was a
Yeah, I
thingy
know.
doodle you need to turn.
But yeah, that's all you need to do, right? It's easy as that.
Yeah, you just turn it clockwise.
But you can't because there's if you look in the center of it, there's a silver screw majigger like metal thing in the middle of it. So you can't really turn it because it's
So trying to
embedded
pull
in
it up, did you remove a
So
silver
remove
screw?
the screw.
Yeah,
I did. The screw's already removed.
that silver screw that's on that piece of plastic there.
Well, that's just the screw hole.
I don't tell you.
Oh, okay.
But that's what's holding the board in. And there's no other screws on the thing.
And you got the two yellow screws out?
Yeah.
It's saying to
Oh,
just
maybe
take
the whole
those
thing
two and
just
lift
lifts
them
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
No, because
well, there's part
those-
3 and 4. Have you done those yet?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've already done it's this part that I'm stumped at.
User error. I don't know.
Hmm.
Can you show me your screen again? Like,
You want me to? Yeah, I can make
the
myself
bench.
think.
I need to see the bench.
Yeah. Bear with me 1 sec. Let me turn it so it's more.
Also, I need to see like the area you were complaining about.
Yeah, I know. Hang tight.
And I need
hang
to be
tight,
like
hang
super
tight.
close to it.
I'm getting you super close.
Okay, stop right there. That's good.
Okay. So I removed these two connectors. They're now free.
Yeah, that whole black thing.
Yeah.
Should just pivot up. Like it should
See, it
hinge up.
kind of does, and then it just seems to like. Sorry, I'm trying to do this at a weird angle now. It kind of does, and then it stops. And that's where I get freaking worried. Like it's not coming out.
Is that screw that's to the left there? Is that actually attached to that piece of black plastic?
No, so this is
sure.
connected to the board itself. It's just the screw hole.
Oh, that's
No.
neat.
Over to the left, on top of the silver peg.
Here?
Go towards the edge of the laptop. There's a black screw there. Is that in the black piece of plastic you're trying to remove?
Black screw where?
So,
There's a black screw.
go back to that peg you were on.
Yeah.
The other peg. There should be a screw like almost underneath your pen. Is that attached to the piece of black plastic?
No, there's no screw. I don't see a. Oh. Shit, is there a screw in there? I'll be damned. Okay, I see them now. Wow.
Was there a screw there?
There's two screws.
The two yellow screws that were on the
Oh,
diagram.
I see. Okay, because there were two outer screws, and I removed those. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Nancy, for looking. By the way, if dear Dell, in the future, make them silver on black. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm literally unscrewing two screws.
In a previous life, I used to do laptop repairs.
All right, there we go. Look at that. And guess what? The little black thing comes right off. Isn't that easy now? Haha! We have the board off. Wow, she's dusty underneath. Whoa, shit, what the
Amazing.
fuck just...
It's just, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Something just fell on the
I
floor.
have to use the bathroom. Anyway.
Well, then go use the bathroom.
It's a video game reference.
Oh, okay.
No, I do care. I do care. I do care.
All right. I'm gonna put the laptop behind me. Something fell on the floor, which kind of scares me. Please hold. Oh. Okay. What the heck is that? Oh, that was there. So if you look, actually, it's great. My camera's pointing right at it. So if you look here, there's these two pads. This was stuck to it. And then when I lifted the board off, it's no longer stuck to it. Hmm. So let's take a look underneath. Oh, great. It's all taped. I love this. So there's the USB-C ports here. So I'm just going to remove this black tape from that section. Please hold while I do this, because it's... Wow. This is special.
Why is it when Dell puts all sorts of electrical tape in their work, it's the mark of a high quality product and prevent shorts, and when I do it in the wall outlet, it's a fire hazard, not up to code.
So here's the best part. There's nothing to really reflow on these. I don't know how well this is coming across, but if you look at the back of them, sorry, I'm also holding the tape while trying to move the board.
The same type of connector that Nintendo Switch had.
Yeah, everything's internal.
Yep.
See, there's no exposed pins back here.
Mm-hmm. What's wrong with the machine?
So the customer dropped the computer on the side that it plugs into, and the main one for the power kind of stopped working, and then the other one stops working when the computer heats up.
Yep. My suggestion would be that entire panel, that entire little subboard. Purchase that entire assembly.
It's the whole motherboard.
Oh, so it doesn't have its own little sub-assembly for power?
No.
Like
it's
they
all
started
part of the
doing
main board.
And then apparently stopped doing because it's USB. They can't break it.
And also, the best part is, I'm going to move my camera up a bit here. Hi, guys. No. So there's two USB ports here on this side. Focus, don't focus on me. I get the way. There's two USB-C ports here, and the other USB-C port is also on the board. Focus.
Yep. That is what you call poor design. Let me guess. It's an Inspiron.
No, it's a Dell XPS 1595.
Yeah, same thing. Yep. It's the crappy one.
So yeah, there's nothing really to reflow. I was kind of hoping it'd be like the LG Gram that I worked on, where I could see the connectors on the back of the USB-C. Yeah. So, Joe. Yeah, question for you.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, yeah. We're going to see how smart you are. How smart is Joe? Oh God. So if you look at the, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get these. Let me sit this down and then I can move the camera, which is a lot easier. Doo-doo-doo. I don't know how we can see it, but there's 4 like legs that solder in. Would that have any effect on it working, or
There
should I
is
try to
a slight possibility that could do it because those are used as part of the grounding. But there's also internal ground pins, so I find it unlikely that that's going to be the fixture issue.
Yeah, and it's only so as I was mentioning, it was dropped on this side. The one with the main power is a dud, and then the other one stops working when the board heats up.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if there's actual board damage when it get dropped.
Well, yeah, and what you also have is you've got wow, I have so many. Sorry, it's heating up, and so what's happening is one of the connections on that is marginal, and when it's all small, when it's all contracted and compressed together, it's making contact, but that solder joint, like underneath whatever it is it's not actually connected. It's cracked. So what happens? It heats up, everything expands, and then it slowly pulls apart, and then it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
poopity poop. Dana, why didn't you tell me this before I took it all apart?
What?
It's all your fault.
Yeah, you sound like my boss a couple weeks ago.
This. That's a simple import Canada.
And unfortunately for me, he was right.
I want to see what this is on this. All right, let's get out my microscope because I brought it over tonight. I want to take a look at this in glorious depth. If I can, okay. I'm gonna look at some pictures.
Microscope, eh?
Yeah. I want to see something.
If I had one of those, I'd use it whenever I got the chance.
All right, I want to show you guys something that I'm looking at under the microscope because it's a little easier to see up close. So, hi, you get a crotch shot for a second.
Those are UPS.
So,
Those are ground pins.
Joe, I want to get your opinion for a quick sec. Let me go back to UPS.
Yep.
Who I'm not happy with today, but anyway. So if you look here,
Yeah.
let me see if I can find a funny
Well,
thing.
she looks a wee bit split.
Yeah.
Where do you see, like, on the,
The
you
actual
mean on the
casing.
top?
Yeah, the
Like
casing.
the casing for the USB-C port there. It's actually
Yeah, let's
split.
take a, that's the second one. Let's take a look at the first one. 'Cause that's the, yeah,
Yeah,
look at that.
first. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're both broken. Yeah, I didn't notice that. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, there's only one way to find this out, although I could have left it in the computer and found that out. But anyway, this is the top side.
Yay. So I can now do these in segments.
Actually, let's flip this over and see what the bottom side of these things look like as well under the microscope. Oh, they're just solid. Oh,
Yes.
that's not good. Right there.
Close.
Sorry, let me put these together. Right there. Do you see?
Yeah, the crack there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Got that. And we have That.
So I don't know if you can fully see that. Let me.
That.
There it is. There's a better view of it.
That.
The other one seems to be okay on the back end, but yeah, they are broken.
Cloud.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to grab my phone and take some dirty pictures of a motherboard.
Bound. Wow. Waka.
Yeah.
Wow. Waka. Waka. It's going to be.
That's why I love having Joe on my.
Get rates.
Don't know if that's supposed to be, smut music or like the intro to a 70s game show.
The first one.
All right, I'm just going to move the camera the way so I can take some pictures so you guys can look at screws and other miscellaneous gobbledygook. And I want to take photos.
Go. Cool. Next set. These are first class internationals. Is that this one?
I also want to take a look at the USB-C port on the other side of the board. Let's take a look at that together, shall we?
Let me do this.
Got my photos taken. So there we are. By the way, if Gutbomb is still watching, once again, thank you so much for recommending this microscope. I quite enjoy it. That one looks okay.
644. It's going to use the weight. There.
What do you guys think? I'll get a second and third opinion. This one looks okay. Because this is the one that I was told was working, was this side one.
That one looks fine.
Yeah. That's the top
for internationals, you can't do it. You have to do them one at a time.
Let's take a look at the bottom of it. But yeah, I was told this one is working, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah. All right, I'm going to take a picture of it just for comparison. So you guys are going to look at the screws again. Anybody need a screw, by the way, for a computer? Let me know. I can hook you up. Or anybody just need a screw?
I think I'm fine. I'm good. There's 20,000 there. I'm set.
I like. So, let's zoom in on this one. Like that just has, you can kind of see inside of it. That's just full of screws. So yeah, need to get a new motherboard. That's the recommendation, I would say. But the nice part is this is the Dell. So yeah, you can actually go to their website and find out the information about this computer.
Is it rolling in the deep?
Yes. And that, Your Honor, is when we kick Joe off the stream.
Fish, fish, fishy fish. What a fishy fish.
Yeah, they're definitely broken.
You get to watch me.
Hey, Sloopy. Hey, Veronica. Hi, guys.
Veronica.
Hello, hello.
Joe has cat hair, yes.
Just for those who are joining, I'm working on a Dell XPS 159520. The user was complaining that the two right-hand side USB ports when facing the laptop, one wasn't working at all. The second one, when it heated up, would stop. Once the computer was on for a bit, it would stop working. So I took the board out because I was hoping to reflow it, but So also what happened was this side right here. Oh yeah, that side. This is the one that where the connector plugs in, and then we also have the one right below it, which is also starting to crack. The laptop was dropped on that when plugged in. So this one completely stopped working. As you can see, it's starting to, well, it's falling apart literally, and this one's starting to. And if we flip it over, da-da-da-da, so that's the one with the power, and you can see here where it's broken on the edge. But definitely got broke. The other one looks fine. Oops, sorry.
Bad things
The other
happen.
one looks fine, but compared to that one, but the top doesn't look fine, which probably explains why there's issues with it when it heats up. So, because if we compare it to the other USB, which thanks to Dell, they put them all on the board. This one works. You can see that it's. I should put my finger under there. I'll put my pointy things. It's all together, and there's no damage underneath it. So I'm going to recommend a new motherboard because they do not look easy at all to replace, and I am not going to try.
Not without some really crazy special. You'd need a very, very special kind of heat plate that can get the temperature right between like a 5 degrees Celsius range, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
This box is going to Toronto. You want to come pick it up and deliver it to the guy?
Yeah, sure. Or even better, Joe, come to Toronto. Let's hang out.
Nope. You got to come here.
F that. Not to your state. Not in a million years. Sorry, Joe. I love you, but F that.
Cool.
Yeah, so I was looking at getting a microscope a while ago, and there was a no, it's not Amtech. The one that like Mac 84 has, the model, and you have, I think, Joe.
Amtech?
That one. Is it Amtech?
Amscope.
Amscope. Thank you.
I have a relationship with this microscope head.
But so there was one. Someone had it for half price. It was $300. It didn't have the webcam adapter doodle,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like
at least a triscopic head with the the extra part, so you could get that later. Good.
Yeah. And then got bums like, well, instead of spending that, since you're just getting into it, why don't we get you something a little cheaper? And believe it or not, here's the funny part. There wasn't much of a difference for the unit itself. The arm, $30 American or $70 Canadian.
So you go to IKEA and buy one of those cheap $7 lamps, and it's the exact same thing.
Actually, what I did is I said, how much would it be if you ordered it? And it turned out to be like $50 cheaper for him to order it with the conversion rate and just ship it to me.
If you look very carefully, if I can get my camera pointed in the right direction.
Let me. Oh, I can't make it big.
You can see the IKEA lamp I have up here, up there.
Yeah.
That costs $8 at IKEA, and it's the exact same arm.
Yeah.
And now, everybody, look at my bald spot. Hi.
So anyway, yeah. So it was like $50 cheaper total for both items, even with the conversion rate factored in. So I said, order it. And so I've been using it, and I quite enjoy it. It does the job. I would like to get one of them, like that you have the Amscope one of these days.
That's an investment, though.
That is and I thought, like it wasn't bad. The guy was asking $150, so and when I looked him up on Amscope, and like I did a Google
Yeah.
search for it. It was around like 320. So I mean, it was half price, and he said it worked.
This is an $800 microscope.
Yeah.
If you were seeing 320, you were probably only seeing the microscope head and nothing of anything else.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, it was Gut Bomb to the rescue, who said, "Just get this thing.
Yeah.
This one's called a Tom Love.
Tom
So
Love.
plenty of love for Tom. Yeah.
Not Tom Barber, because he's weird and smells like farts.
Well, okay. I have not met Tom Barber, so I'm going to say lots of love for Tom
I have
Barber.
met Tom Barber. He's been right here in the shop, and I can tell you that he's weird and smells like Tom. So.
He smells like Tom. What does a Tom smell like?
I don't know. Tom.
Oh, I'm going to come back on.
Very Tom-like.
Let's see, settings. So yeah, I'm thoroughly I'm happy with this. It does what I want.
Sloopy.
What did Sloopy say?
He's not very not very steady holding a microscope. Yeah, and Bruce, yeah, that's right. He reviewed the Tom Love. That's right.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, Bruce.
Like, it all depends on what you're doing. I mean, those inexpensive, quote, inexpensive camera-based microscopes. I mean, they do a really good job. They've got great optics on them, so you can't really complain. The only
if I
trick
want
is
to,
when
I
you're
can
doing super tiny stuff. Having the stereoscope, the stereoscopic vision helps you be a little bit, but that's
Well, Joe, if you want to make a channel donation, you know where I live.
Mm-hmm.
And we also know how much it costs just to get the effing laptop here.
Yeah, I know. It's like they're gonna take they're gonna take 800% in tax. So you're gonna have to end up paying the money to get the check.
Tom Barber isn't very steady holding a webcam. Okay. Or a microscope. Yeah, I you saw the quality that I got. And in fact, the weird part is the quality for the video actually comes across better through the webcam. Don't ask me why. But anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, no, there is no real substitute for what you have and what Joe has. I totally agree with that, Bruce. But there was no substitute for my bank account at that point. So.
I know that pain.
I was glad when Gut Bomb came along and we were talking about it, and I'm like, well, what's it going to be in American? And he told me, and then I just did the conversion rate. I'm like, yeah, buy it for me. Here's the money. Shut up and take my money.
$1 a dues, as Bruce would say, except me saying it poorly. Oh yeah, because it's because for whatever reason, made in China, they're exported to the United States and then exported back to Australia for reasons.
And I feel that pain for you poor sops in Australia. As I said, the arm for this thing, cheapy arm, $30 American, $70 Canadian. What the? Like, seriously, what the fuck?
That's pretty par for the course.
Like, yeah, I just went to, because everything that he sent me, the microscope and then the arm. And so then I was like, well, the microscope itself wasn't too much of a difference because they were on sale in both Canada and the US. The main difference for me was the arm, the price of the arm.
It was an arm and a leg. Yeah.
I think you can, Bruce maybe can, because I've never tried to split the video feed out of the Tom Love for streaming. I don't know I know you can connect it to a computer or something to come through a monitor.
Is that a dot matrix printer that he hears? No. Technically speaking, yes. I'm printing labels on a label maker, which is, in the very most technical of senses, a dot matrix printer. So that's what he hears.
Because rigging, yeah, is so I would perhaps yeah, I personally don't know. I'll check with Gutbomb, Veronica, and then I'll post in your wonderful Veronica started a Discord for her Patreon supporters.
Ooh, yeah.
So if you're not a Patreon supporter of Veronica,
go do it.
go
Joe
do it.
So. Joe says go.
And you get to become part of a really great community online on her Discord. And you get to hang out with the likes of people like me.
Oh God. Run, everybody. Run.
Run, yeah. All right. That was my main criticism of Tom Love in my review. Only one output. Oh, okay. Only one output at a time. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. There. Thanks, Bruce, for the clarification. Yeah, there's only one. Yeah, that's right. Because if you connect it to a monitor, the computer or whatever, it stops this outputting to the built-in screen.
I keep distracting myself and like, which label did I print last? Ah!
It's all good. But yeah, I've been having fun. I feel about as bright as a 2x4 with some of the people in that chat because they get talking about stuff, and I'm just like, and they're all talking about GitHub things, and I'm like, I still have yet to figure out GitHub.
Kit, don't.
Yeah.
Is this thing gonna like be dumb?
All right, let me change my camera back because I'm just sitting here chatting away. Bear with me one sec. I gotta re-allow it. There we go. Hi, folks. I'm gonna move this out of my way. Yeah, this is on the same swing arm, but I don't remember it being $30 anyway, or $70 on Amazon. I haven't logged into GitHub in 6 months, and that is totally fair, Veronica. Yeah, I've honestly, I look at GitHub and I'm just like, what the living poop is going on here, and I don't understand the page. And
as a person who makes certain things and has to like flash firmwares and crap for products I send out, I am required to use GitHub. And every time I want to remove my own teeth with an ice pick. But that's what it does. This order right here is the cutest order ever. This person ordered a Pico Micro Mac, and they put a note for so and so for Christmas on the customer notes. Aww. Anyway.
Aww.
So if they're watching, they know who they are. They're probably not watching because they're probably just some random person because it's for a Pico Micro Mac. And thank you, Sean, and Tom's Hardware, and Hackaday for the 200 orders I had to ship out this weekend. So it's just some.
Did you finally get them all done?
Oh no, I'm doing like the set. I got 2/3 done yesterday. I'm doing the other third. Yeah, it's nuts.
And welcome back, JC. So we've determined that it's the ports on the board that so I'm just going to quickly show, just do a recap, although I didn't recap anything. So there's these, all right, let me turn off my light. That's blinding everybody in the background. Sorry, I totally didn't notice. There's these two USB-C ports. This one does power. This one does like main power, and this one does power. And unfortunately, the laptop was dropped on this side when it was plugged in, and you can clearly see that especially the one that was plugged in, that it was plugged into, is cracked on, like, it's split, starting to split open on the top, and on the bottom it's cracked. So, and then the other one's starting to split open. So clearly, when it was dropped, it affected both of them. And you can
Yes,
see
it
there's
is.
another one on the other side that it doesn't. Yeah, so basically, new motherboard time. Yes, it's a motherboard,
New
not a logic board.
motherboard time, new motherboard time. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly. I'll see
Kid
myself
is the
out.
worst, except for you're fine. We love you.
If you say so.
Okay. So I think on that note, I'm gonna go because I gotta send off a message to the person who dropped off the laptop and be like, yeah, you need a new
With a
motherboard.
baseball. No, old motherboard with a hammer.
Yeah.
No, I know what you were saying, Veronica, but I had to like hit it with a hammer in there. So.
Is there such a thing as a fatherboard? No, that would be a logic board. That's what Apple
Did
called
Dana
them
just
back in the day.
flash
Dana, I think is trying to flash us.
Yeah, that explains why that was like that.
So, thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm sorry there was no resoldering, but there was no point in it. So,
It's stupid computers.
okay. So, Bruce, let's go back. I'll recap again for Bruce. So basically, the laptop had been dropped on the side where the main two USB ports are. Upon examination under the Tom Love microscope, we found out that the main one is the top of it is like it interlocks like this, but it's coming apart, and on the bottom it's chipped and broken. And then the one beside it, because it was dropped on that side, is starting to do the same thing. It's not chipped on the bottom, but it's starting to open up. And it stops working when the board heats up. I did look at, there is another one on the other side that obviously wasn't dropped on. And you can see that one is securely together and there's no chips on it or anything. So yeah, so basically it's new motherboard time. That's, yeah, the short end of the stick on that one. I can go sleeping. You can go sleeping, Francois. But yes, everybody, go subscribe to Veronica Explains on her Patreon page. Do it now.
Do it.
If not,
or Joe will be angry at you, and you don't want an angry Joe.
Veronica's going to come to your house and do a video. Haha. Although, maybe I should unsubscribe just so I can get her to come to my place and we can do a video together. Yeah, that's the TLDR right there. It's broken and don't go. So, all right, folks. There is a link in my doodle in the description to trinastech.com. That will take you to my online presence. Click on the link. There is a link to my coffee. If you can make a donation, if you can afford it, I realize times are tough for folks. I'm one of them. If you can make a channel donation, it'd be greatly appreciated, but there is no pressure. On that note, thanks to Joe, thanks to Dana for joining me. Thank you all you wonderful folks for being in the wow. Thanks all you wonderful folks for being in the chat. I need another drink. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.